Guys, it is coffee time. What weird? Whoa, where are we? We've got gardeners in the background and everything. It's all just perfect storm. But I do want you guys to know this isn't like a, yay, coffee time's back from now until forever and always. This is more of like an update video and everything that's been going on, why the hiatus has been a lot longer than I actually intended it to be. Just that sort of stuff. And I figured, this is like a sit down catch up video. So it's a coffee time. It is a coffee time. So we're going to call it a coffee time. But, maybe for those of you who follow me on Twitter, maybe you've seen some tweets that have been those really obnoxious, vague sort of tweets that are along the lines of, oh gosh, I'm just so worried about stuff. That sort of a thing. I've been tweeting those sorts of things for like maybe 5 months now. A long time. A while. Hopefully not too frequently, but just, I'm addicted to Twitter, so I need to put my feels out there somehow, and the only way is vaguely, so I apologize for that. If you follow Sam on YouTube or watched his video, you know what is arguably the biggest thing that's been on my mind and been kind of like stressful at home. Sam is going to be going back to England because his visa is up. We're trying to get him a new visa, but it's going to take a long time. We have sat down with lots of different people. We've talked about lots of different things. We've, been working on it, but he does have to go home in between. Which, again, we're not sure how long it's going to be, but we're mentally preparing ourselves for a year. We think that that's a time frame that is a possibility, which really, really sucks. So we'll be going from long distance to living together to long distance again. And on one hand, we know we can do it, right? We've been long distance before. Our relationship is still very, very strong. We still love each other very much. So we're not worried about us relationship-wise. It's more just, sad. It's sad knowing that we're going to be separated for a while. So in the coming year, if I am taking trips to England more often than usual, that is why. to visit my bae. And hopefully he'll be able to come out here as well. We'll try to trade off, and visit one another, and yeah, it's just sad. It's just a difficult thing to sort of deal with, and we've done our best on our end to prepare for it. So yeah, so that's gonna be happening, and I figure coffee time will start up again after he's left, because I want to make sure that I'm spending as much time with him as I can, and my mind is going to be on other things and just dealing with other stuff. So there's that. There's also, I'm going to be moving, not homes, but offices. I'm going to be, working out of the same office building that Gerard works out of. I've been, for the last, who even knows how long, I've had this horrible problem of, when you work at home, you're never really working, but you're also never really relaxing. It's a really, really strange thing that happens where you're always, for me, for YouTube, right? I'm always checking YouTube. I'm constantly checking YouTube. I'm constantly checking my Twitter. I'm constantly checking my Reddit, my forums, my website, all of it, right? Like there's just this weird rotation of making sure everything is, doing okay and working and happening. I'm always thinking about videos that I need to make and, kind of dinking a little bit on scripts and things for Welcome to the Fandom, which yes, is going to be coming back. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm ever there are rare moments where I'm working really hard, but for the most part, the distractions are so many and so great that I'm never solely focused on work. And when I should really be relaxing, I can't. So, it's just this weird, like, I'm always sort of working situation, right? I'm always sort of relaxing, and I'm always sort of working, and it doesn't feel fulfilling to me. Even if I like look back on a day and I say, whoa, I did so much stuff. Like, I made this video, and I made this video, and I worked on this script, and I cleaned this, and I, made dinner, and like all these things. I'm still feeling like I didn't have my work time and my relax time. I just never feel that way. So I was talking with Gerard about it, and he's been working out of an office for a long time, and he was saying that his productivity went up so much when he got out of the house, when he had like a place to go to and work, and then he comes home and he gets to just, play games for fun, or watch TV, or, do other things, like engage in other hobbies and not feel guilty about it. And that's what I want so bad. I want it so bad. And, I mean, now that Sam's going to be leaving, it's not as big of a deal. But, like, Sam and I share an office, and we've had to divvy up, who can be streaming when, who can be recording when, like, trying to sort all of that out. And so, in a future sense, having an office out of the house is going to be good. But also, like Sam was saying, that it'll be good because once he leaves, I'll have friends that I'm around. I'll be able to go to work, and I'll have friends there that will, keep me company and keep me from being lonely, essentially. Which sounds real sad, but in the end, I've got my cats as well. So, Sherlock. He's sleeping on Sam's chair right now. Watson could not decide if she wanted to be in here or not. I was like, I opened the door. She ran in. And I was like, okay, Watson, well, I'm going to be recording in here, so I'm going to close the door again. And I went to close the door again, and she, like, bolted for the door, and then literally just stood between the door and, like, the door frame. She just, like, stood there. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, you silly patoot? She just wouldn't move, so I had to boop her on the butt and get her to walk out. She's just sitting there meowing at me like, don't close the door, please don't close the door. And I'm like, come on now. But yeah, those are like the two big things that I wanted to talk about. Overall, like, everything else has been going pretty good. I've started on like a cleaning regimen that a lot of you do not have faith in me to persist, and I don't blame you. I was tweeting about it, and everybody was like, I get that you're like really into cleaning right now, but let's be honest, it's gonna be a mess in like a day. I was like, come on guys, have a little bit of faith in me. So basically what I did, because I have this bad like state of mind where I don't notice that something needs to be cleaned until it's like a wreck, right? So, I basically decided, you know what? Each day of the week, I'm going to clean a room of the house. And the first week is going to really suck because I'm going to have to, get everything in order. But if I continue to do it each week, the amount of cleanup is going to take like no time at all. It's going to be a non-issue, right? So far this week, it's gone great. This is the first week, by the way. Monday was bathrooms. Deep cleaned both bathrooms. They are sparkling and beautiful. Tuesday was the bedroom. And I not only cleaned it, but I also threw out a ton of stuff. I was talking with Aaron Umatani when we were in Poland, and he's been reading this book about like hoarding, kind of like the hoarding mentality and getting rid of things and not being so attached to things. And I have had many a hoarder in my family, so I know that that's a possible issue for me. But basically, like, the lady who wrote this book, and it, for some reason, it's useful to me, even though it sounds super lame. The lady in this book was saying, if you're not sure about something, like, hold things in your hands, and then if you're not immediately filled with a sense of joy, get rid of it, is what she says. And I was like, that honestly makes a lot of sense. Like, there's some things where that shouldn't apply, like tools, right? Tools don't fill me with a sense of joy necessarily, but they're useful. They're things that I need to have in the house. But there are plenty of just like trinkets and things and just stuff that I don't know why I keep. Like lanyards. Oh my God. If you don't go to a lot of conventions, this probably isn't a huge issue for you, but holy poop, our house is filled with lanyards. There are lanyards all over the place, and I'm always keeping them, and I don't know why. And at one point I was like, oh, I can turn them into something, which is literally never gonna happen, right? So I finally, like, I was in the bedroom, and there was a bag, like a paper bag, that was filled with papers and like obvious trash. There were earrings in there, and then there were a ton of lanyards, and I was like, okay, keeping the earrings, everything else is going. I just threw it all out, and I was so proud of myself, and I have not regretted it for an instant. Like, for even a moment, I have not regretted it. So for some reason, like, that statement of, like, if it doesn't fill you with joy, get rid of it. Like, yeah, man, I feel you. I get it. I get you, man. So, yeah. Been cleaning. Cleaning is going well. Wednesday was the kitchen. Yesterday was the kitchen. And the kitchen did really well. I need to go through, like, my kitchen gadgets, you know, and take some things to Goodwill, I think. Or see if somebody else wants them. There are things like, I have a juicer that I used a decent amount, but I don't use it anymore. I just use like my blender. I have a Nutri Ninja that my brother got me, and I just use that. So I'm kind of like, there's like not. I don't think that there's really a point in keeping the juicer, but somebody would love it, you know. And also that depressing feeling of, I'm gonna make myself a glass of orange juice, and then 6 oranges later, you finally have a glass of orange juice. It's just like, can't do it, man. It's too much. But yeah, I just wanted to level with you guys on what's going on. I'm the sort of person who wants to be able to fix things. You know, I get that from my mom. I'm the sort of person where I want to look at a situation and I want to be able to help somehow. And if I don't feel helpful, it depresses me in a way. So it's been really emotionally taxing with everything with Sam, because I know that there isn't a way for me to just like fix it. I can't do that. And with The Office, I have, you know, a little more control, so that's been making me happier. And I'm not moving in there yet, but soon I'm going to be, you know, transferring stuff over to there. But until Sam leaves, I'm gonna be a little space cadet. Mentally, I'm gonna be just kind of like all over the place, and really sad and really happy, and you know, so yeah, that's my life right now. But I'm so happy to have you guys, and like the community has been doing so well. We have like our own forums on the website now, forums.presshardtocontinue.com, and they've been doing really great. Just like you guys in the community and everything. I know that a lot of you already saw Sam's video, and I've been getting nothing but really, really sweet messages about it. So yeah, warms my little gremlin heart, my little gnome heart. So you guys are lovely. And that's pretty much all I have to say. That's pretty much it. So, Coffee Time will be coming back. It'll be probably another, like, month and a half. And we'll hop back into it. It probably won't be... I'm not gonna claim it to be a daily show anymore. You know, it'll be a frequent show, but it won't be a daily show. It'll be, like, you know, a few times a week. But if there's a day where I just have nothing to talk about, or I can't make a video, then I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to make one, if that makes sense. But it will be coming back, and that's it. Okay, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Do you want a gross face? I don't know. I don't know if I should do the gross face.